Good morning, Parkview, and happy Halloween. Thanks for tuning into our show. I'm Brianna Gunther.
And I'm Cassidy Smith. This episode we look into an unpopular band and explored fall hangouts.
We have these stories and more. Vike Vision starts right now. Nothing says fall quite like hayrides, campfires, and corn mazes. Ashlyn Mooney and Renee Sanchez have more on a local corn maze that has all this and more.
See that? 2 out of 3. Got you, didn't I? Huh? Yeah.
Fall is here and people are getting festive. The Verona Corn Maze has many activities for people of all ages.
We got my kissing llama that's just right there, and he's famous. So he will kiss you guys. And we have all sorts of different animals. We got this right here, which is called the last ride. Of course, we got the haunted maze called Field of Screams, and it's pretty scary. And we got the twin spin that goes spinning, and we got the mechanical corn cob, and we have the cow train ride, and we have movie theaters, which is free, and it's kid friendly.
People enjoy coming to the maze because it gets them in the holiday spirit.
I guess being scared, I just like I don't know, the spooky stuff, and the maze is real fun, and also all the family activities.
Family friendly, fun. You can do a lot of different things here.
This event is not only fun and games, but helps a greater cause close to Dave's heart.
My favorite thing is that we are raising money for a boys' home for kids that don't have a home. And these are kids that have been abused all sorts of ways, and so we do therapy there, and so this is just a big fundraiser for them. Just everybody come out at Parkview High School, because they're #1 high school in all the state of Missouri. Right, Parkview? Yeah!
For fall fun and fright, head down to the Verona Corn Maze next year. This is Renee Sanchez and Ashlyn Mooney reporting for Vike Vision.
Second trivia.
What is the world record for the widest vocal range in any human?
A, 5 octaves, B, 8 octaves, C, 4 octaves, or D, 10 octaves? D is the answer. Achieved by Tim Storms on August 1st, 2008 in Branson, Missouri.
Oh.
Parkview has many choirs ranging from chorus 1 to concert choir, all striving for the same goals.
My main goal with Parkview Choirs is that we pursue excellence and that we love one another. I think there's a lot of things that we can learn through that process, and I think that music is a unique way to discover beauty and teamwork.
The Mr. Cook sees choir as not only a way for students to share their talent, but also as a way for them to learn more about themselves.
Hope they learn more about themselves. I hope they learn more about other people, and I hope they learn more about how to work with other people and how to love other people in the world. I hope they learn about other cultures through the music that we sing. I hope they learn about new ideas that they might engage with. I hope they learn how to have fun. Like, having fun is something that we love to do in the choir room, and whether it's warming up or rehearsing or whatever it might be, I hope they just have a great time and walk out as someone who can contribute to the world in a positive way.
It has allowed me to be more confident in myself. It's allowed me to express myself even more than I already do on a daily basis. But being in choir has allowed me to really put my voice out there and just express how I feel through music.
There are 240 students involved in choir, including Anthony Saviello.
Choir is a great experience. I really enjoy being in choir, and I really enjoy doing a lot of different things in choir. It's a chance for me to express myself, and Mr. Cook's really a fun teacher.
Choir is also an opportunity to grow new friendships.
My best friend Emily, Ireland, I met her through choir, so that's pretty cool. I've also grown a pretty big bond with Mr. Cook himself. He's probably my favorite teacher.
One of Mr. Cook's personal goals is to have 40% of Parkview in choir.
It would be roughly 600 to 700 students. Currently, we have 240 students. We have a ways to go, but we need you.
Join choir!
With Vike Vision, this is Josh McCann and Sydney Clayton.
In the spirit of Halloween, we took to the cafeteria at Parkview to see what some of the students were going to dress up as for the holiday.
What are you going to be for Halloween?
Janis Joplin.
Lit.
This year, it's going to be great. I'm going to be the Donald John Trump.
A piece of pizza.
We're going to be Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. Supergirl.
A basketball player.
Oh, I know. Darla from Finding Nemo. Cassidy, Brianna, and I are going to be the Unholy Trinity.
I'm going to be Rick from Rick and Morty for Halloween. I'm trying to find a Morty, so if you're about like 5'2", you got a tiny frame and a yellow shirt, hit me up.
Early in the semester where it's like the day before classes start or something like that.
This past summer, SPS offered a 2-week online course to incoming juniors and seniors from all 5 SPS high schools called Explore University.
Perfecto. It was actually brought to Mrs. Shepard and myself, and we were asked if we would create the course by our Director of Counseling, Rhonda Mammon. It came from the launch program with our online courses to give kids a chance to explore their opportunities.
The course not only allowed students the chance to visit various colleges from around Missouri, but it also challenged them with online work that would later be put into their portfolios. Senior Isabel Hart found this to be extremely helpful.
Writing the college essays, as it was the longest assignment, but it was the most helpful assignment. So I found that some of the essays prompts that we were given are some of the ones that are on my applications right now, so I can just resubmit those essays. And the most fun experience was definitely the college visits to UMKC and Mizzou.
While some students found the course to be beneficial and stayed throughout the full 2-week span, some felt that it wasn't something that was meant for them, including senior Ben Cron.
I had done all the research that they required you to do for a grade on my own time, and then the universities they wanted us to look at didn't really apply to me at all. I didn't like the feel of them even after the tour. It's kind of why I dropped the first day. It wasn't a good personal fit.
Although not everyone stuck with the class, they would all recommend it to someone who is in need of guidance when it comes to looking towards their futures.
If they haven't done the prior research on where they want to go and what they want to do past high school, definitely.
For current sophomores and juniors who aren't exactly sure what's coming next after high school, Explore University is a great place to start.
For the last several years, Miss Clifton taught the Parkview Orchestra. Students grew to love her and her teaching methods, but after paying her dues, she chose to put up the baton and retire from teaching, opening up the door for Miss Silver.
So my whole entire life, I've been a musician. Since I was 6, I've been playing violin. It was my band teacher in high school that made me want to be a music educator. I love it. It's my passion. This is my first year teaching as well. So I graduated college this past December. I'm originally from Kansas. That's where I graduated college and everything. And a friend of mine told me about the job and picked up my whole life and moved to Springfield here in the summer. So this is a first impression of Parkview, first impression of Springfield, first impression of Missouri. Everything is first impression.
This Springfield newcomer has been able to influence several of her students and gained a lot of their respect.
She's like such a nice person. When I heard that they were having a new teacher, I was a little disappointed. But I mean, I love Miss Silver and she's doing a fantastic job. She'll always like give us live demonstrations. This is a situation where typically people would say, oh, the orchestra sounds not so great. What kind of teacher do they have? It's not always the director's fault.
While Miss Silver mostly left a positive impact on students, It's been more difficult for a group of them to move on from the conductor they grew so fond of in the past.
It seems like a lot of students are really taking her for granted. The first few days must have been really tough. People were just being really mean. She's definitely not as respected as Mrs. Clifton was.
It did affect the whole group, and I think it affected people's attitudes. But once we got used to each other, me getting used to them and them getting used to me, now it's amazing, and I feel like we all are working together and not against each other. I understand where they're coming from completely. If I needed to bring it up, it became more of an issue, but it never did, and it kind of blew over, and everything's wonderful and great now.
With a new teacher, it's going to be different. I don't think it falls more on Miss Silver herself. I think it falls more on they were so used to having Mrs. Clifton around.
I'm different from Miss Clifton, but doesn't mean that I am completely different when it comes to music and things like that.
Nevertheless, we hope our new teacher sticks around as long as she can and continues doing what she loves, making the orchestra sound great.
When I play, I can express myself without having to use words. It's something that I hope to encourage my students to get to that point with their playing. I love working here. I love the students that I teach. I look forward to getting to know more teachers and more students as I, am working here. So yeah.
A recent ban passed by the Springfield City Council has sparked quite the controversy both in the halls of Parkview and the streets of Springfield. Ashlyn Mooney and Renee Sanchez have more.
As of October 2nd, Springfield City Council approved an ordinance banning new pit bulls or pit mixes from the city limits of Springfield starting January 1st.
Their intention is to eliminate all pit bulls within the city limits. So what they are doing first is requiring everybody that owns a pit bull within city limits to register, spay, neuter, rabies vaccination.
People greatly value their dogs and view them as more than just pets.
My pit bulls mean everything to me. They're my family members. I treat them as they were my little brothers and sisters.
Those against the ban have a word for those who support it.
Put yourself around these animals and people that own them and love them, and listen to their opinions as well. And, come to events like these and meet these dogs and the people that are going to be the animals and the people that are going to suffer from this.
The last day to sign against the pit bull ban is November 1st. Visit Ban BSL Springfield Mo on Facebook to find locations to sign the petition before it's too late.
Thank you for watching this month's Vike Vision.
Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Vike Vision.
Be sure to catch the next episode at the end of November. And from all of us here at Vike Vision, have a spooktacular Halloween!